Hello, property owners and managers. Welcome to another insightful video where we explore crucial strategies to enhance your property management skills. Today, we're focusing on one of the most underutilized yet extremely powerful tools in the rental business, tenant feedback. Whether you're managing a single unit or an entire apartment complex, tenant reviews and feedback can significantly influence the future of your rental business. From improving your current services to attracting new renters, feedback offers a direct line to bettering your operations and standing out in a competitive market. So, let's dive into how you can effectively harness tenant feedback, not only to meet tenant expectations, but to exceed them, transforming reviews into your strongest marketing asset. 1. The real value of tenant feedback, more than just complaints. Many landlords view tenant feedback simply as a source of complaints. However, feedback is much more than that. It's an invaluable source of information that can help improve every aspect of your property. Tenant feedback can point out both the strengths and weaknesses of your rental operations. Maybe there are recurring issues with maintenance response times, or perhaps tenants appreciate certain amenities. By listening carefully to tenant feedback, you can identify areas that need improvement while also amplifying what's already working well. Ultimately, feedback provides you with actionable insights that lead to happier tenants, fewer vacancies, and increased long-term profits. The question is, are you leveraging it to its fullest potential? 2. Building accessible and seamless feedback channels. For tenant feedback to be effective, it needs to be easy for tenants to provide. In today's digital world, convenience is key. Consider implementing online forms, property management apps, or even scheduled tenant surveys. By offering multiple ways for tenants to share their opinions, whether through email, text, or a mobile app, you increase the likelihood of receiving valuable and honest feedback. The easier the process, the more engagement you'll receive, helping you stay on top of potential issues and identify what tenants appreciate the most. 3. Organizing and analyzing feedback for valuable insights. Receiving feedback is the first step, but its true value lies in how well you organize and interpret it. To make tenant feedback actionable, you need to categorize it into meaningful themes like maintenance, communication, amenities, or tenant relations. For example, if multiple tenants mention slow responses to maintenance requests, you'll know that it's time to enhance your repair protocols. On the other hand, if tenants frequently compliment the communal spaces, that's a sign to focus on similar upgrades in other areas. By breaking feedback into manageable categories, you can identify patterns and prioritize the changes that will have the greatest impact. 4. How to turn negative feedback into opportunities for growth. Negative feedback is unavoidable in property management, but what truly sets you apart as a responsible landlord is how you handle it. The first rule when receiving negative reviews: don't take it personally. Instead, respond with empathy and professionalism. When a tenant shares a complaint, acknowledge their concerns and apologize if necessary. Then, provide a clear plan of action to resolve the issue. This not only addresses the immediate problem, but also shows your tenants that you care about their experience and are willing to take steps to improve it. Moreover, if the complaint was posted publicly, your thoughtful and proactive response can build trust with prospective renters. Many potential tenants look at how landlords respond to negative feedback before deciding to sign a lease. By showing that you handle these situations with care, you demonstrate your commitment to tenant satisfaction. 5. Amplifying positive feedback for maximum impact. Positive feedback from satisfied tenants is one of the best marketing tools you have at your disposal. Glowing reviews serve as social proof that your property is a great place to live, and they can play a major role in attracting future renters. To maximize the impact of positive feedback, feature tenant testimonials on your website, social media channels, and even in your property listings. You can also incorporate these reviews into digital marketing campaigns. When potential tenants see real stories from current residents, they are more likely to trust your property over others. 6. From feedback to action, implementing meaningful changes. Collecting tenant feedback is only the first step. To truly benefit from it, you need to take action. For every piece of feedback, there should be a corresponding improvement plan. For example, if tenants frequently mention issues with the lighting in common areas, prioritize upgrading your lighting system. If cleanliness is a common concern, collaborate with your property maintenance team to address it. The key is to establish a continuous feedback action loop. Tenants provide feedback, you make improvements, and then you communicate those changes back to your tenants. By closing the loop, you show tenants that their feedback is being heard and acted upon, which fosters trust and long-term satisfaction. 7. Keeping tenants in the loop, the importance of transparent communication. Once you've acted on tenant feedback, it's essential to let your tenants know about the changes you've made. Transparent communication builds trust and reinforces the idea that their opinions matter. Whether it's through email updates, a tenant newsletter, or notifications in your property management app, ensure that your tenants are informed about improvements. When tenants see that their feedback directly leads to property improvements, they're more likely to feel valued and stay longer. 8. Proactive maintenance, a key to reducing complaints. One of the most common sources of tenant complaints is maintenance, whether it's plumbing issues, broken appliances, or delayed repairs. Adopting a proactive maintenance strategy can significantly reduce the number of complaints and improve tenant satisfaction. Conduct regular inspections, implement a preventative maintenance schedule, and ensure that repair requests are handled quickly. By taking a proactive approach, you show tenants that you are committed to maintaining a safe and comfortable living environment. This, in turn, can lead to longer leases and lower turnover rates. 9. Resolving conflicts, using feedback to prevent and manage disputes. Conflicts, whether between tenants or between tenants and landlords, are bound to happen. However, regular feedback can help you identify and address these issues before they escalate. By reviewing tenant feedback consistently, you can spot potential areas of tension early on, whether it's noise complaints or disputes over shared spaces. Approach these situations with an open mind and clear communication to resolve them before they become major problems. 10. Incorporating feedback into long-term property strategy. Tenant feedback shouldn't just be reactive. It should also shape your long-term property management strategy. Regularly review feedback trends to see how you're performing over time, and use these insights to guide your future decisions. By making feedback an integral part of your long-term strategy, you can ensure that your property remains competitive and attractive to tenants for years to come. Bonus tip: how SANGAU can help you manage tenant feedback. Managing tenant feedback can be time-consuming and complex, but with SANGAU's professional property management services, you don't have to do it alone. We handle every aspect of tenant feedback, from collecting it to implementing necessary changes. Our team ensures your property stays competitive, compliant, and appealing to both current and prospective tenants. With SANGAU managing your property, you can focus on growing your rental business while we handle the day-to-day operations that keep your tenants happy and your property in top shape.